EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before... Taking it down inside the 30.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Play action. Haskins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Haskins. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
5-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with the coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go play action. Winston. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. That quarterback and receiver. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins will set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Haskins on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now again, right side, Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Haskins to throw it. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he'll earn it, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
That's the score, Saints 7, Washington 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That'll be caught. Steven Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Washington 3.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Antonio Gibson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Winston. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. It is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 14. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He may try to run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't let him give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the Saints' 30-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
It's a screen pass. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Washington field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown to New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy as time expires in the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Hopkins on for the extra point.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Winston. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Winston from the gun on third down. Out quickly to Judy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At the 38-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Murray. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Young on the tackle.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Forced out to his Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to Murray on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. It's caught inside the 5.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
The Saints passing game in sync. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Is good. Makes the score Saints 28, Washington 23. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Open man, completes it to Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. This to McLaurin out of the left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Haskins back to the air. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Hakeem Butler, his 1st touchdown of the new season.
And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Haskins going to throw again. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Murray. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That was second down run for Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I'll tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Murray. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Washington, 29.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield and points are going on the board.
Got a man, it's Gibson complete.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Ties the game.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game, These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football.
Harris lost it. It's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw that's taken out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Murray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They run with Murray. Breaking him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run, it's Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Murray. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good.